Hello, everyone, and how are you all today? Thank you, everyone, for being on my silent live stream last night. I know there was a lot of interaction going on as well, and I hope you all enjoyed interacting with each other. I enjoyed reading some of the comments, whatever I could, because on the mobile phone it only shows a limited amount. I cannot go to the beginning. It shows only a limited amount of conversation. Only a little of the chat it shows. So I read, right till whatever I can, whatever it shows on the screen, I read up to there. Thank you, thank you, Pita I Connect. Thank you, Aline. Thank you, CK, for being here. Thank you, YouTube tutorial Hector. Thank you, Hector, for being here. Thank you, me Insight, for being here. Thank you, Saliram. How are you, Saliram? Good to see you, Saliram. Thank you for stopping by. I'll be back. Okay, okay, CK. Okay, Peter, me Insight. Good night and sleep well. Hello, Stephen. How are you? Hello, Veronique. Bonjour, Veronique. Good to see you here, Veronique. Stephen, I hope you're a little better today. I'm sorry to read about your pancreatitis. I saw in my live stream you mentioned. Sorry to hear about that. I hope things get better. Hello, Chona. How are you? Thank you all for last night. Chona, Aline, Pita, Stephen, thank you all for last night. My update of this morning's update, not last night's. No, I'm not talking about last night's video. The the regular update for watch hours. Today I got it. It's not according to what. It's not according to the calculation that I have. So yesterday it was far more than my calculation for the day. And today it was far less than my calculation for the day. So I think it depends on which time of the videos that YouTube is looking at. So I'm not too sure. So I'll just monitor it for a few days and take an average to see if it's balancing it. If it's balancing out the average or close to that, then I will have some better idea now. Based on yesterday's, I should have got a much more today, but I got much less. So let's see how it goes. Monitor for another week or so and see, just to try to get an deeper understanding. Yes, nice to see all of you here. It was also just just getting in my cafe ad is coming. I'm so tired of it. I didn't sleep very well. I saw I saw nothing with the Borealis aurora, and we kept my daughter's dog. Oh my gosh! So you were staying awake for nothing. And we kept our daughter's dog and wake up at 6 a.m. and I have to deal with our cat and the dog. A nightmare. So sad, so sad, so sad. Sleep only 6 hours. I can't. I need 7 or sometimes 8. For me, 4 to 5 hours sleep is enough. Sometimes I sleep only 3 hours, but it's okay. I can manage for the day. was also challenge song of Europa. Do you know it? No, Europa, Eurovision. No, I don't think we have it. No, that must be only for Europe. It must be only for Europe. I've never heard of that song. Yeah, I've never heard of it also. Stephen also said I never ever, never heard of that song. Veronica, it took place in Sweden. Okay. Switzerland won the prize. France was the fourth. Okay. Hello, Aling. Are you still working or on your way home? Hello, Jeremy. How are you? How is Jazz doing, Jeremy? How is Jazz? Chris had a good singer. Okay, must have been a good competition, right? Veronica, good competition. Not with me anymore last week. How is the weather in Canada? Weather is a little okay. Sometimes sun, but last 2 days we are having thick smoke in the air. There's a thick smoke in the air, so I don't know. So I don't know whether thick smoke lasts 2 days. There's a fire somewhere, somewhere there's a fire. Not close to us, but there is a fire, so I don't know. Thank you, Jonah. Thank you, Jonah. Thank you, Jonah. They also think, Veronica is saying, they also think about a flood barrier in northern France. Because they had a problem with rivers and houses and countryside. Looks like Netherlands. Wow, okay, that's interesting. Northern part of France. But you have only a Seine River, right? In France, there is only the Seine River, right? I think that's your main river. So maybe you have some other smaller rivers, tributaries or something. Also, they're thinking of doing that also, putting some kind of barrier reef. Do you want to talk anything anybody wants to talk about? What kind of floods they have been through? What are the worst floods? What are the worst floods you have been through? Anybody would like to comment on that? It is really that it is really flat without hills or high placed. Hmm. So the rivers are coming from somewhere else actually. But you have many rivers there. It's Great Barrier in the Netherlands looks very beautiful. Netherlands have really good ideas with flood. They also have houses like boats. Boat houses. I hope I can visit Netherlands. I want to go there. I want to see some ancient places, some heritage places of how the Dutch used to live before. Because when I was in school, I studied a lot about it. Studied a lot, so I want to go and see if they must be having some heritage sites somewhere. And see the tulips. They grow a lot of tulips. Today everything is modernized compared to when I was learning about it in school. So most of the nature must have disappeared. Still, I'm interested to go and see the ancient heritage. I don't know if it is the same everywhere, but many people want houses near rivers or sea, and it is a problem. Oh, that is strange. I guess the view, not the view is very beautiful anywhere near the beach and all that. Maybe because of that. Stephen, yes, some problem here. People build right on the river banks and get upset when they get flooded. Yeah, it's stupidity, They are asking for trouble. Okay, so even over there in Ohio, ironic, and there are also countries used to build houses on rivers, seas, or lakes. Sometimes these houses are really nice. I remember Vietnam. Hmm. Yeah, I haven't been to those places. Like in Thailand, they have a main river, the Chao Phraya River. So where the Chao Phraya River enters into the Gulf of Thailand, where it enters into the Gulf of Thailand. So at the mouth of the river, usually they form a delta, right? So there was a small piece of land. So what they did is they created an artificial island. They literally created an artificial island. And so, the Chapraya River divides. It divides. And there was a small piece of land. So they created an artificial island. And till now, it's going strong. Till now, that island is going strong. You know? So I guess something like that is possible out in the middle of the sea. It's possible. but don't know how strong the foundation can be. I don't know. But we have this. It's called go. I forget the name. Forget the name. But I suppose life is not always easy for these people. Yeah, life cannot be easy. But this man-made island in Thailand, it's going well. On the weekends, they have a big open market on the weekends. So people mostly go there. During the week, it's not so famous. But on the weekend, it's very famous on the weekends. And people have to take a ferry from the main Thailand to go there. Very cheap ferry, very, very cheap. Even less than $1. Very cheap. Maybe maybe about 25 cents to take a ferry to go there. The ordinary ferry. But I suppose life is not always easy for these people. Yeah, true. Hello, CK. How are you? The premiere. Alim says I've done my premiere. Upload my premiere for tomorrow at 5 p.m. Tomorrow 5 p.m. 5 p.m. you are still at work, right? Alim, 5 p.m. you are still at work, right? 5 p.m. for you be 3 o'clock in the morning for me. Now, Veronique says in France, some people are living on big boats we call Finnish. we call Peniche. There is a lot. There's a lot in Paris. Often they have terrain with plants and flowers on top, like a roof garden, like having a roof garden. That's interesting. Yes, a terrace. Yes, a roof garden. That's why I said like a roof garden. Very good. Ironic if ever you get a chance to take a video, if you go anywhere that side, you take a video about these things, send it to me. I'll put it on my channel. It'll be interesting to see. Not ready-made videos, only if you are going that side and you are able to shoot a video, it would be nice. Even if it's a long video, it'll be nice. Thank you, Hector. Finnish were dedicated to carry sand, cereals, and iron on rivers and canals. But now we saw less. Does it exist a kind of these boats in Canada or other countries? I don't know. I never seen something like this. I know there are houseboats. Okay, there are things called houseboats, like in Kashmir. I don't know if you have been to Kashmir. So in Kashmir, they have houseboats. So it's like a restaurant, correct, or a hotel. So they're houseboats, but people live over there. Shikaras. So they are living on the houseboat. They don't live on land. I don't know if you went to Kashmir also. I think you went, right, Veronica? So yeah, there are people who are living on houseboats. They are living there. They don't live on land. Stephen, we have river barges that carry gravel, coal, and other bulk material. Usually, there are several hooked together and are lowered by a tug and are followed by a and are towed by a tugboat. Now, these kind of barges, I have seen in Thailand on the CHAMPS-ELYSÉES River in Bangkok, where I used to stay. They have these barges. I don't know if I still have a video of them, and maybe I put a video, but I know I've taken out a video of that. But I think I must check and see if I've loaded a video of that, the barges, if I loaded a video of that, but I cannot find a video. I cannot find any video. I will check in my Google Photos. I will check in my Google Photos if there is any. But yes, it's correct. Many boats together, joined together, and they are pulled by the tugboats. So yes, we have the same thing in Thailand. I've not seen it in other. Means I don't know other countries. They must be having it also, but I've seen it many times. I've seen it in Thailand. There was a time I was living for 1 year. 1 year I was living. Come down from my building, and if I took a right turn, 2 minutes I walk, I come to the river. So I've seen many times. Many times I've seen that. So yes, we also have barges. Other countries definitely have barges. They definitely have barges. Veronique, we can see blemishes in northern France, east, and in northern Europe, Belgium, Germany, Netherlands. Okay. So river transport is much cheaper, I guess, than rail or some trucks or some road or something. Veronica, I imagine river barges very longer. Plenish are probably more shorter. Okay, yes, the barges are longer because they are connected one into the other. If you ever get a chance to take a video of a plenish, Veronica, you ever get a chance, then you can send it. I can put it onto my channel. Google translates plenish to barge. Yeah, so maybe just one barge, and the other kind of barges we are having is many joined together. Many joined together. So the plenishes must be just one unit, I guess, something like that. True. I don't know how long is a Ramek says. I don't know how long is a plenish. For us, everything coming from US or Canada is giant. That's right. Poor small France, Europe, poor small Europe. Stephen, my brother traveled to the rivers working on barges for some time. Mm. It's nice now some people have so much, have a variety of experience, right? When old French, we see old French movies about work on finishes. We can be, I imagine, very hard work on barges. Yes, I think it is. But we can be dangerous at times on the barge. But like I've seen, there's nobody on the barge. The barge is only one stage on the barge. That's it. And like Thailand, I've seen what said. We have tugboats. So it's only the tugboats which are having people, right? Tugboats which are pulling the boats and pushing it, So people are not really living on those kind of barges. That's why I think in France it is a different type of Planish and all is a different type of barge compared to what they have in US and what I saw in Thailand. I think it's a different type of barge. I've never been on the sea. Stephen says, just a small boat in a bay once. And Veronica says, we have old French movies about work on blemishes. Okay. Veronique, send me a link with one of the movies. Send me a link with one of the movies. So I want to see what your plenishes look like and how is it different from a page in France. I want to see in France what is the difference between a plenish and a page in France. So if you have any link, send it to me, okay? If you have any link. Later on, I will try to Google also, but if you have, you can send me. Uh, Veronica says, just big boat to cross the sea from a town, from an island. Short travel, less than 1 hour. Okay, Veronica, thank you. Thank you. Just send me the link, then I can, look and see what is the difference and understand it better. So, I have traveled. I have traveled by those luxury boats. Now, I've traveled from Bombay to Goa. So it is a long journey, not 1 hour. It is a long journey, and it's an overnight journey. And I think it's almost like about, I forget now, maybe 12 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. So I remember, maybe it's longer also, I'm not sure. So I have traveled when I first started teaching in Bombay. When I first started teaching after my teacher's training, I went on a school trip. And I remember the principal's daughter was there. The principal's niece was there. The principal's daughter was there. So, yeah, we had gone to Goa. It was the first time on me going by a ship, traveling by ship somewhere. Small boats, yes, small boats we have traveled many times, many times. Like the Gateway of India, the Gateway of India. They used to have a lot of boat rides. The boat will take you and show you all the big ships that are anchored far away. The big ships cannot come into the bay, right? So they are anchored far out. They are far out, and the little boats used to take us for a ride and pass along those big ships. And we used to be so much in awe, like, oh my God, look at this big ship over here. So many rooms, so many things. Never get on the ship, but just see it from outside. I've only seen the big cruise ships, on in films. I've seen the big cruise ships on films. That's all. Like Poseidon Adventure. Any of you seen that movie? The Poseidon Adventure. Oh my God. Gene Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman acts. He's the main actor. Gene Hackman and a lot of other good actors are there. Actors and actresses. The Poseidon Adventure. I remember the two movies that came out simultaneously. One after the other, kind of. The Poseidon Adventure was one about the boat, getting flooded and sinking, something like the Titanic thing. And the other one was the Towering Inferno. The Towering Inferno. And that was about a building catching fire from the top somewhere, the building catching on fire, the Towering Inferno. Very good movie. Very good movie. and a museum in Cherbourg with an exhibition about Titanic. Never I would like to be there. Even decoration was splendid. Oh, there's so much in the world we have not seen, right? Correct? Each place has so many unique things, and we have never been there. We have never seen these things. I remember last year I put on my video the museum in Grand Prairie. The museum it showed about Canada in the ancient times, how people lived, and the first engines that they had, the first train they had. It's so interesting to see, and a cruise in Brazil with lunch and jumping in the sea. It was wonderful. I know when I went for island hopping in Thailand, I I told you once before, many times I said on my life channel, I was so scared, but I went into the sea, I went into the sea with my life jacket, holding a net, holding one end of a net, and one of the guys was got a net rope around his head and shoulder body, and he was swimming and pulling us. There were three of us, one on either side, and I was of the net, holding that big huge net. Real life. I went to 3 or 4 islands and then stopped. I was swimming up to like, no, enough. Arlene, please support my premiere tomorrow. Only like, please. Sure, don't worry. If I do not see your premiere, I will play it. I will play it later on and watch it. Okay, don't worry. Please don't forget to visit Arlene's premiere tomorrow, okay? I've pinned the link over here. Steven, you will be asleep. What about me? It will be 3 a.m. for me. But I will watch it afterwards. If I don't see a premium, I will definitely watch the full thing afterwards. Okay? I will definitely watch it. Welcome, Aline. We are our family. This is all our family. Not my family. This is all our family. And for me, this is the only YouTube family I have. No, I am eternally grateful till the end of my life for the family and for the support. YouTube is no one without me, without all of you. Without all of you, I don't have a YouTube because I don't have other people supporting. I don't have other people visiting. I don't have. Yes, but even if I'm not on your premiere, I will watch it, and I know Stephen also will watch it later. I know Stephen will watch it later also. You want us to go there and just like it? Just click on like at least. Okay, got it. Yeah, correct. Understand. Arling, I went and clicked the like button. Okay, Arling. I'm first number one like. Yay, I'm number one like for Arling's Premium. I'm number one like for Arling's Premium. Que sera, sera, whatever will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera, what will be. Now I have children of my own. You're the nearest to heaven that I've seen. Okay, so I've done Hector channel also like 3 for your premiere, and Burton channel like 1 for your premiere. Okay, Arling, done. And I kept a notification on. I kept notification on. Maybe I'll keep the alarm and I will get up at 3 o'clock. Okay, I will be on my live stream, but maybe I'll keep the alarm and get up at 3 o'clock. I can watch you. I can watch your premiere on my Hector channel. I will do that. I will keep my alarm for 3 o'clock in the morning. I will get up and I will watch your premiere on Hector channel. Yeah. So very interesting. Yes, I like and I comment also. It's very, Veronic, thank you for starting to talk about today's topic. Thank you to start about today's topic. And nice to know, different things about the barges and the plenish and, those kind of things. It was really interesting, good knowledge for me also. And that's why I say, like if we start talking about my topic and then we can go to other topics, because there's a lot for us to learn, and I try to make the topics, everyday life. But from today, I'm starting different. Today, I'm starting about events in the world, events in the world. So just introducing us to events in the world, like I never knew about this barrier. for floods, like, I never knew. So I'm just going to be. I've done a lot of research. I've done a lot of things. You know. So I'm just starting. It takes a long time, but I'm starting to have the CDs. And that's why I told Joyce it will help for her. It will help for a social studies class. You know. So whatever we are discussing here also would be useful. You know. Maybe I will add it to my description later on. I will add it in my description. Because no, I don't want anybody going through a whole video just to find information, right? So if I put it into my description, people can read the description. It's easier to read the description. Stephen, you are like number two. I was wondering who is like number two. So it's you. By the time I went to Hector channel, there was already like number two. So that was you. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. So now I know like two words, Stephen. So yeah, it was very interesting, and thank you, Ramek, for starting it, and thank you, Stephen, for your contribution as well to the topic. And anybody wants to mention about the worst kind of flood you were ever stuck in, personally, any kind of worst flood that you were part of? I think when I mentioned about floods, I don't think anyone was really stuck. I know from myself in India, I have been stuck in floods. I've walked up to waist deep water. I've walked in a flooded on the road. I've never walked on the tracks. People walk on the tracks, railway tracks. I have never walked on the railway tracks. But I've been on the railway platform when the railway tracks were flooded. When the railway tracks were flooded, I've been on a platform. And but I have walked through waist deep water on the road. On the roads, I've walked through waist deep water. You know, and by the time I got home, my shoes, my socks, my pants, and shirt, oof, sometimes they were stinking. My clothes were stinking. Welcome, Alan. Welcome. It doesn't. It doesn't cost us much. It doesn't cost us much to click on a like. It doesn't cost us much to comment. It doesn't cost us much to watch. Correct? It doesn't cost us much to watch. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful discussion today. Anybody wants to talk about if you have ever been caught in a flooded situation? Anybody wants to talk about if you were ever caught in a flooded situation? Like I also mentioned about the flood in the village kind of life that I was living in before, right? As a kid, we had a river just across the road. We had a river. How the river once overflowed, correct? Because of floods, it overflowed. It came into a compound. It broke a compound wall. It entered the people's houses on the ground floor, and they had to come up to the first floor, and we all kept them with us on the first floor, took care of them, and we couldn't go anywhere, right? We were stuck there for 2 days. I think it was 2 days we were stuck there. Then the flood water started going down. It started going down. The poor people on the ground floor. Everything, like so many things of theirs from the house, went with the water. All their utensils, their cooking pots and all that, everything with the water. So many things went up. Thankfully, there was not much damage, but it took a long time for the things to dry, their homes to dry. And there was so much of sand and silt that was in our compound, in the homes of the ground floor, the whole compound area. Our well was dirty with the water. We couldn't drink the well water for a long time after that. We had to wait a long time till the well water was kind of purified, by itself. We had to wait a very long time. So, yes, we, that was one flood we witnessed for 2 days, 2 days. If I'm not mistaken, it was 2 days. Could be longer. I don't quite remember. But we used to always be watching. People were always watching the river, the rise of the river. We were always watching. And when we found like it is coming to threatening, then we bought provisions. We bought provisions and stored up provisions just, in case. But people on the ground floor lost everything. So sad it is. Everything they lost. So if anybody wants to mention, have you ever been in a kind of flooded situation or something like that? Okay, I guess everybody is busy. I guess everybody is busy. I will end the live stream in a few minutes. I know, after my night stream, after my night silent stream, and then again, you're all coming here. So I know it's a little difficult. I've spent a whole night, on my live stream, and can come here. But anyhow, we had a nice interaction, and we had nice discussion over here. So that was good enough. So I'm going to put a series of events like this that took place in the world, a series of events, something interesting, something different, something we don't know about, and from that we will learn something more. Like now about the Plenish and the barges in France, they seem to be something different. And Stephen mentioned about barges in the US, and the same thing I saw in Thailand. These long kind of things with all the goods on top, and they all join one to the other, and tugboats. There are tugboats that are pulling them along, pulling and pushing, one in front, one behind. So yes, it's interesting to. I've not seen I've not seen anywhere personally in other countries. Even in India, I've not really seen. So Thailand, yes, Thailand. I've seen these tugboats so many times, so many times. Stephen, it takes a large river for the barges. Chapraya is the biggest river in Thailand, the main river, the biggest river. Very broad, very broad. But I think it is very deep. There's a big story about an actress drowned, but later on, young actress, a young thing. But later on, it was proved that there was some kind of murder, and everybody on that boat, right from the captain of the ship to the people traveling with her, were all involved in this conspiracy to murder her. I don't know what's the end of it. I was following that case, online. I was following that case online. And they had almost reached conviction. And from day one, when the news came that she was drowned, the mother kept telling the media, she is not drowned, she has been murdered. The mother kept telling them. So the mother must have known something about these people who were traveling with her on the boat. And the mother raised this issue, and then the press started looking into the issue more, and the police were coerced into doing more research. After all, she's an actress, very young, so not been an actress for a long time, but became very famous in a short period of time. So she used to be a model and all that before, modeling for various products. So she was already a well-known brand ambassador. So the police had to try to work harder on the case and start questioning the people and all that. So they were, I think, found guilty to some extent. And the boat owner also got into problem because his license had expired a couple of months back. So how was he plying the boat on the river without a valid license. And the boat also was in an old condition, didn't have a proper toilet. How this actress would have gone on such a boat, an old boat with no proper toilet and all that? How would she have gone? I don't understand. How did she trust these people when the mother knew that these people were not good? So I'm just going to pin up this thank you message. Okay, thank you all for being over here. This ad has come again. Such an irritating ad it is. Could you complain to a cafe? Could you complain to them that they need to stop this bloody nonsense? Can't get rid of the ad. So thank you all for being here and for the wonderful discussion. I learned some new things today. I remember Martha, Stephen, Myrna, Naya, Jazz, and your prayers to heal through. Oh, I forgot. Also, Yada. I kept saying that there's one more name which I put and I forgot. Yada and Yada also, please. So thank you everybody and love to all of you. Love to all of you. God bless you. Those who are starting the day, start the day well. God be with you. Those who are sleeping, have a good night's rest and thank you for that. And can't thank you again or enough for being on my live stream last night. And au revoir, Hasuko. Till we meet again. All right, bye. Bye, everybody.